Obviously, Media Day means fall camp is right around the corner. What excites you about this year's ball club coming off one heck of a year last year?
Oh, yeah, last year's team was a senior-heavy team coming in COVID. You know, everybody else was worried about their football teams. I wasn't too worried because we had a senior team. You know, if COVID hits us this year, it's a little bit different because we are young and inexperienced, but we're still full of talent, and our kids will step up. You know, we might not come out of the gate as fast as we did last year, but we'll hopefully by the end be in the same spot we were. I'm real pleased with the way these guys have worked over the summer. They've come together, they've developed their own identity. They're doing some really good things on both offense and defense, and we ought to see our special teams pick it up with a young kicker, Drew Duva, who last year as a sophomore was real raw, but this year hopefully he's grown up a good bit that can help us in that area, especially in the punting area, that we can, drive the football a little bit and pin people deep and make them get out of their hole, And so, but overall, the summer has been good with this team. They've worked hard, and like I said, they're coming into their own.
Tradition, you guys definitely have that. How much does that help you as a coach? I know it sounds like a crazy question, but longevity of a program does help.
Well, it does. It sets at ease the belief that we can get it done. If these guys, you tell them, then they know we have past history of getting it done. The old saying is, we're not rebuilding, we're just reloading. And that's typically what we try to do at Norcross, because I love having seniors. A lot of people want to thin out their senior class so they can get young ones on the field earlier. But I like having seniors because that's what our job is. Our job is to keep kids in the program, whether they're the starters, the backups, or whatever role they have. I love graduating a big senior class, and that's what we've done over the years at Norcross. We're graduate 40 to 60, almost average every year, and I'm proud of that. And they're all going off to college in one way or the other, whether it's football or to get an education, and those are the things and the values that our program's built on. And we are, we're going to continue to do that, and that the foundation, like you're talking about, tradition, that plays into a young team that they believe in what we're doing because it's already been done in the past over the years. It's just not like a one and done type thing.
Yeah. Kids that you brought with you by name, and what are you looking for from each one of them?
On the defensive side, Zakai Barker, who's the top linebacker in the state. I would imagine. If he's not, I'll be surprised because he's done some unbelievable things his sophomore and junior year. Brighton Peters, starter last year at corner. So two guys that stabilize, one on the inside, one on the outside, that have been really good leaders for a young team. We probably have more coming back on defense than we do offense, so it's not as much of a we've got about 6 coming back with experience, so it's a little bit easier challenge on defense. Where on the offensive side, Lawson Lucky, the big, H-back that everybody loves and is all over, and he's got every offer that you could imagine. And he's, his job is to get this offense going and be the leader of the offense, because he's the one that has the most experience coming back, because we did lose our whole offensive line and our running backs and our quarterback, and he's the only one back, and with Nakai Poole, who's another receiver that got a lot of playing time. So, but our offensive line is stepping up. They're big youngins. They're just young. So at the end of the day, they're going to be there. It's just the mental side of it. And I brought in Andwelly Williams, who's a senior center who got a good bit of playing time last year. But again, when you have a lot of seniors and the game gets out of hand, you got to play your other seniors. So it keeps the younger kids from getting on the field as much. That's the double-edged sword we had to deal with. But again, going into it, it's going to be a fun group to see how they develop over the course of the year. And by the 10th game against Archer, hopefully we're playing for the region title again.